to prepare. So both of my businesses today will um, have something to do with preparing for when ultimately you won't be here anymore, right? So the first company is Thompson Rose Chapel Funeral Home, which is located right here in Sacramento, California, where I am. Like I said before, typically I like to do businesses that are nationwide where anyone in any state in the country can access this business. But this business is close to my heart. It's my family's business. It's important that we understand, though, the importance of planning for our ultimate demise, or just being aware of anything can happen, y'all. So we need to be aware of what to do. We need to be aware of where to go, right? So they do ship outs to anywhere in the United States, but this is primarily for my people in Sacramento. So Thompson Rose Chapel is a family owned and operated funeral home since 1948, 1947 actually. The gentleman who started the funeral home, Ted Thompson, a really big reason why the name of the building is still the same and everything. He holds a really special place in the Oak Park area. This is a man who was the first mortician in Sacramento. So at a time when black people couldn't get buried at different cemeteries and they couldn't get a proper burial, they couldn't get a proper funeral service, he stepped up to service our community. So the Thompson Rose Chapel Funeral Home is a pillar of the Oak Park community. Like I said, family owned and operated to this day. Not only can you get full cremation services, you can get full traditional services as well. All types of insurance accepted. Like I said, they do ship outs also. If you're a person in the community, because like I said, this company is heavily rooted in this community. If you're a person in the community and you have a death in the family, unfortunately, just know that there's a heritage program that you can take advantage of. And basically, this heritage program is for anybody that's been loyal to the company, anybody who has had a family member who unfortunately has passed away, and you use Thompson Rose Chapel for that service, you may qualify for the heritage program. So when something happens to someone else in your family, unfortunately, you know what I mean? We still got to be ready for these times. Unfortunately, if something happens to somebody else in your family, you can come. They'll look up the information for that last funeral and you'll get a discount on your funeral services going forward, right? Because we understand how difficult it is in our community where a lot of us don't have life insurance. A lot of us didn't do our due diligence and plan for our final resting place. So what happens is when something does happen, we're doing car washes and we're doing all of these things just to scrounge up the cash. So it's important that we try our best to plan for these things, but just know that you have a local funeral home that'll help you out as much as we can. So again, there's the heritage program for people who had a family member who passed away. Now, if you want to come and we look up that information, you can get a discount. We also want to honor our veterans, right? So if you're a veteran, somebody in your family is a veteran, and something unfortunately happens to them, you can also get 10% off of the services for someone that was a veteran, right? So that's Thompson Rose Chapel Funeral Home and Mortuary in the Sacramento area. You can go to thompsonrosechapel.com. That's thompsonrosechapel.com. That's thompsonrosechapel.com. You can go to the website today. And I know in our community, this is an uncomfortable conversation, right? Talking about death, talking about our final moments, talking about planning for somebody that would die. But family, it's extremely important that we think ahead, just so when something unfortunately does happen, we're not scrounging to get the money. We're not going through all of this turmoil family-wise because we didn't plan for this day to come, or we didn't plan well enough for this day to come, right? So go to thompsonrosechapel.com. That's thompsonrosechapel.com. Also, we do pre-planning. So if you have a family member who doesn't have life insurance, and for whatever reason, let's say they don't want to do life insurance or just have no interest in doing it, there are prepayment plans you can set up as well. So tell your older family members that if they just feel comfortable working directly with the funeral home, they can decide exactly which services they want to have for their final resting place, and then you can set up a payment arrangement where you begin paying on that, right? So there are several options available, but the point is, it's important for us to get a little more comfortable with these conversations in our families, so when the unfortunate time comes for someone that's important to us to leave this earth, we're not scrambling to try to figure out what to do, right? So go to Thompson Rose Chapel Funeral Home. I'm sorry, thompsonrosechapel.com is the website. You can go there for more information. There's a lot of resources on the website. So if you don't know how life insurance works, if you don't know how the pre-planning process works. If you don't know how planning for a funeral works, like on the website, it's extremely resourceful. A lot of resources on there just talking about the whole process from A to Z. So go to Thompson Rose Chapel today just to get some more information. Again, if you have a family member who you guys are expecting to be, that's not going to live much longer, you can call, which is 916-455-3038, 916-455-3038. You can call just to get information, whatever makes you feel comfortable. The staff at this facility is extremely nice. Everybody is professional, and we'll do the best job possible to make these moments special for you. Because this is something I've learned just by being around the business. This is the type of business where you don't really have a second chance to make a first impression, right? So it's extremely important that you get it right from every little detail. These families are going through a lot, so the staff at Thompson Rose Chapel does a great job of using empathy and thought and compassion to deal with your family members. So go to thompsonrosechapel.com. Check it out today. Now, the next business, which coincides with that business, right? A brother that I'm aware of that helped me get my life insurance, his name is Janssen Brooks, right? He's a life insurance agent here in the Sacramento area, but he can help you out anywhere you are in the country. And that's JanssenBrooks.com. Janssen is JANSSEN Brooks.com. That's JanssenBrooks.com. He can help you out anywhere you are in the United States. He can help you get whole life insurance for someone who's between, who's firstborn, 85 years old. You get whole life protection, no medical exam, few health questions, coverage never decreases, premium never increases, which is important. So whatever you decide to pay per month, that'll be your payment for the duration, right? Some policies he can set you up with build cash value as well. So this is having life insurance to secure, like we were just talking about with Thompson Rose Chapel. When you get life insurance, you won't have to worry about how you're going to get buried or who needs to pay for what. It creates a really comfortable environment where you have an unfortunate situation where someone in your family is no longer here. Now you have to deal with the specifics surrounding their death. It makes it a lot easier if the financing part of it is taken care of. Then you can be at ease and just deal with the grieving process without dealing with finances and all the other stuff, right? So that's JanssenBrooks.com. My brother can help you out with an insurance plan today. He has different types of insurance plans. He went over a lot of them with me when he set me up with mine. So he's a close associate of mine, but I believe in the brother. So if anybody out there just wants a quote, like a life insurance quote, please go to my brother's website. It's JanssenBrooks.com. That's JANSSEN Brooks.com. Brooks is BROOKS. Now we talk a lot about Black Pride. We talk a lot on my show. These are things that I make sure that I cover. Black Pride, empowering each other, being positive, being unified, being a revolutionary, like caring about what goes on in black culture or melanated society. And that's true. Everybody should do that. But another part of being a revolutionary, another part of taking care of the community, right, is taking care of your family directly. And life insurance plan is a great way to, even a small way to create wealth in your family. If your policy is big enough, your death could mean the start of something financially feasible for your family, as far as them buying a house or them starting their own business. Whatever the case may be, it's important that we all have life insurance, y'all. For the amount of money that we pay for food during the week, or the amount of money that we pay for some Jordans or all these other materialistic things, you can get a damn near $1 million life insurance plan for the amount of money some of us pay for frivolous shit. You know what I mean? So it's extremely important that we think about our future. It's extremely important that we think about our family, right? What happens if our untimely demise takes place and we don't have life insurance, we don't have anything set up? We're really causing a burden on our family, and we're not here anymore. So let's think about that, y'all. I mean, you're already in a position where they're going to be grieving. If your family loves you and cares about you, your absence is going to be big enough. Let's not combine your absence with them needing to scramble for finances, right? So go visit my boy, man, JanssenBrooks.com. Get you a life insurance quote. I say, if you don't have